Hello, I'm Lindsey Abbott from Shimmy and Groove Fitness in Chelmsford. Thank you for joining this YouTube streaming seated mobilising activity session on Keep Essex Active. I hope you're feeling fit and well today, and this is number 5 in a series of 6. So whether you've joined me previously or whether this is your first time, don't worry, you're welcome. We are going through all the activities that I have done in previous sessions as a mobiliser and warm-up, and then I will be adding on so that we are building on your mobilisation and energising actions each and every time. So before we get started, a few basics. Please make sure you are sitting on a chair that allows you to be equally placed with your knees and hips in parallel alignment and having a nice strong centre. So gently feeling that you're pulling your belly button back towards your spine, which engages this internal corset that we all have within our bodies. If you want a high back, so that should you need to take a break, you can sit back and relax, then please make sure that your chair is suitable for doing so. So we start with feet in parallel position, chest and tummy nicely lifted, shoulders back and down, and we always start with a basic shoulder roll. So super important at the moment, while some of you may be working from home and not necessarily set up as ergonomically as you would be at your work office, you may find that your upper back and your neck just generally gets a bit tight. So a basic action like this, just during your work day, is super easy. Any cricks and cracks that you might be hearing as we do these actions, provided there is no pain associated with that action, it is getting rid of the toxins and any air that has just settled itself in the joint capsule, so don't be worried about that. Taking your arms out to the side now if you can, shoulders back and down, keeping that torso nice and lifted, keeping your belly button gently engaged up towards your spine. Have a sense of lifting your pelvis area away from the base of your chair. Your arms are out wide, shoulders are back and down, your hands are flexed, allowing the shoulders to do the work and to start to feel a warmth developing across your upper back. Now we're going to bring those arms forward. We stay seated and bum cheeks are equal. You're going to lengthen. So you gently come forward. So we start to make this action really coming from the shoulder blades and also a little bit through your torso, starting to engage your obliques, those muscles that go around the front of your rib cage. So chin and chest are lifted all the way through. Your shoulders are back and down, and you're now gently reaching forward across your space and keeping your body nice and lifted. Fabulous. 4 more here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Hands down beside you or on your thighs, whichever is most comfortable. Just mobilising one ankle at a time. So now again, we are still seated, nice and equal. Have that visualisation of being really grounded through both bum cheeks. Hips are down onto the base of the chair. Then changing sides. Now as we're lengthening our leg, we're lengthening down through the back of the hamstrings, the back of the knee, down through the calf and into the Achilles. We're then strengthening through the front of the thigh. Those quadriceps are anchored, preventing any damage to the knee. They're supporting that knee joint, and it's super important that we get those mobilised too. So have a flexed foot at the end of that leg extension. So now we're continuing to build up the use of the quads, having that sense of lift and stack through your centre, shoulders back and down. The legs stay on the base of the chair, but as you come through that movement, try to really flex your foot, elongating down through the back of your Achilles, and also spreading your toes to give the arches of your feet a little rest as well. Fabulous. Now moving on, taking a rotation through the centre line of your body. Elbow wide, shoulders back and down. Look across and look across. Look across. So it's like a bow and arrow. You're rotating gently through your torso. Your abs are strong. Your upper back is getting a good stretch. Your shoulders are down but you are finding that rotation, that mobilisation through your lumbar spine. Should feel really good. Let's make this action a little bit bigger now. We're going to go across and we're going to open the door. Same arm. Across and open the door. So now we're pushing across, we're sweeping out wide on a horizontal plane so that you're really warming up through that shoulder and opening across your chest as well. Keep that rotation through the centre of your body so you're really overloading, but nicely, that one side of your body. We're going to do one more and then we're going to change sides, team. So stay grounded, stay lifted, let's push and swoosh, push and swoosh. If you take your gaze with you, you're then elongating through your neck and mobilising the upper part of your torso as well. Are you still breathing, team? Are you feeling warmer now? Should be starting to just get a gentle elevation through your heart. Great work. Give me one more here. Fabulous. Super. So rotate through the shoulders once again. We're now going to think about mobilising through the calves and Achilles with a seated calf raise. So if, like me, you've got short legs, you might want to scoot forward ever so slightly so that you can really be grounded and make sure that every toe is equally placed on your floor. Keeping your body stacked, shoulders back and down, your gaze out across your space. Arms can be just beside you or on the front of your chair or on your knees, whichever you prefer. I'm going to let mine just hang. I'm going to point my toes and release. Point and release. Notice that my legs are moving, but nothing else is happening. Stay stacked if you can. If you're leaning back against the chair, that's absolutely fine, but still find that internal corset. Thinking about keeping your ribs and your hips equally placed, and we're mobilising through the calves and Achilles now. Super job. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1, and then relax that off. Just give them a little shake around. So we're going to add on to the action we were just doing earlier. So I'm scooting back now, being supported slightly through the base of my spine at the back of the chair, but I'm still sitting tall. Elbows coming out wide, shoulders backing down, give them a little shimmy. And then we're going to push the arms across and take the palms up to the ceiling, squeeze the shoulders back. Bring the arms in, opposite arm on top. Palms face the back of the room, squeeze your chest, palms up, present with a smile. Then come across, squeeze and present, and squeeze and present. Find your own rhythm and pace on these. Open your chest. So again, those of you that might be sitting at your desk for longer periods of time at the moment, this is so important to open up through your chest, open up through the front of your shoulders, and simply feel more energized and ready for whatever your day holds. Give me 2 more here. Great work. Excellent. And last time. Brilliant work. So bringing those arms round. What we did earlier in terms of that gentle reach side to side, we're now going to add that on with a leg extension, opposite leg to arm. So we go right arm, left leg, and back in, and switch, and reach. Good. And again, it's about finding your own pace for this. It's not a race, not a competition. It's about you feeling good in the skin that you're in. That is all that we're about at Shimmy and Groove Fitness here in Chelmsford, and even more so during this crazy lockdown period that we're in. We just need to feel good and fit for purpose, whatever that new purpose might be right now. So keep this going. A gentle lift through your centre, reaching opposite arm to leg. So we're lengthening and stretching through the upper back, and we're lengthening and stretching through the back of the hamstrings and the knees and the calves and the Achilles. Great. And shake that off. So lifting up. So anything that takes your hands above your heart will raise your heart rate. So be mindful of that. Our elbows are going to be narrow now. We're going to stay firmly grounded through those hips, anchored through the tummy, re-stacked through our spine, shoulders back and down. One arm at a time, lifting over, a gentle stretch, a very little lean and down, a very little lean. And again, if you're feeling any creaks and cracks, provided there is no pain associated with them, it's absolutely fine. It's actually good for your body to get those creaks and cracks out. It's like you're opening your joint capsule, you're releasing the toxins and any stress or just simply air that's built up through us being a little bit less active maybe than we normally are. Don't beat yourself up about it. Just embrace the stretch. Breathing through. Fantastic. 2 more here, guys. Excellent work. That's great. So I'm going to scoot forward again for that calf raise. We're now going to do a little bit of a brain gym. Your left calf raise and that right stretch at the same time. Ready? Here we go. A lift and down. So we're stretching. We're mobilising through that left foot. We're doing a calf raise, but we're lifting and stretching with the opposite arm. Shoulders stay back and down. Lifting through your torso, keeping your hips firmly based on your chair. 2 more, guys. 2 and 1. Changing sides. Elbow in, nice and strong. Lifting left arm, lifting right heel. Yeah, good job. And notice the difference. One side may feel easier than the other. That's perfectly normal. Just acknowledge that difference, embrace that difference, and identify how it feels different when we go round 2 in just a moment. 2 and last 1. Great. Now we're going to alternate those. So we go right arm, left leg, and back down. Then switch and down. So brain gym, opposite arm to leg, abs are strong, shoulders back and down, working through upper back, calves and Achilles, core, and of course that coordination, those large motor skills that we need to adapt and refine to our everyday lives. 4, 3, great, 2, and 1, beautiful. Now, if you can stay here without being supported with the back of the chair, great, keep those feet parallel. If you are being supported with the back of the chair, just be mindful of being anchored through your centre here as well. We're going to pump the arms. So, you should be feeling looser and warmer now. The shoulders are back and down, the elbows are coming beside your ribs like a piston, yeah? Fists are gently curled together, fingertips making a soft fist. Don't go too crazy, don't end up with your fingernails making an imprint on the palm of your hand. Shoulders down, try to swing your arms nice and equally, and then think about anchoring your belly so that your body stays really still. Think about that. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So those arms, that's the piston action that we're doing for our seated march. The legs aren't going to come up very high. You want to be a little bit further back on your sitting bones, anchored through your centre, the knees coming up. 1, 2, 1, 2. So again, you're finding your own rhythm. If you've got your favourite tunes on in the background, identify a beat and stick to it. If you need to go slower, that's totally fine. So a seated march. Abs are strong. Shoulders are back and down. We're pumping. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Keep that going for me, guys. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fabulous. Easy enough? Simple bits to work on. Opening through that pelvis, squeezing your bottom. We're going to squeeze and release. So the inside of your feet stay close together. You're opening, squeezing your bottom. Now, it's having that feeling of trying to not pass wind. Ooh. Faces are welcome. Lift, squeeze. So we're mobilising, we're squeezing the bottom, we're opening through the hips, we're active through our centre. 3, 2, and 1. Yeah, relax that off. That should feel like a nice warm glow starting to develop through your bum cheeks. The glutes, we're mobilising and firming them up. We'll have peachy bottoms by the end of the session. Now we're going to add, again, this bit of a brain gym. The action that we had earlier, the crossover and present. You've got it. While we have the knees together, we cross, we squeeze and present. Crossover, opposite arm on top. Squeeze the chest, present. And again. Fantastic. Are you turning your hands round? They're facing the back. Squeeze, palms up. And again. And squeeze. Fabulous. 4 more here. Opening up. 3. Squeeze. 2. Yes. And last one. Great work. Now, back into that march, yeah? Should be warmer, should be looser, and everything should be feeling really good. If anything hurts, please stop. If you want to go quicker, go for it. If you need to slow it down, totally cool. This is your workout. We want you to feel fabulous at the end of it. Yeah, marching it out. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Let's go back to the squeeze and present. Squeeze and present. Are you squeezing your inner thighs here and your chest? Are you squeezing your bottom and opening your chest? Keep that going. Be mindful of what you are doing. Make it work. Fantastic. Keep the feet together. Squeeze the bottom to open through that pelvis. Mobilising your hips. Working through your glutes. Fantastic. Last one here. Beautiful. So take a little bit of a moment. Shake it off. Give the feet a little bit of a tap. Check that you're not holding any tension through the top of your thighs. Winning? Let's take both arms up and then forward. Notice that I've got blade hands. My hands are together, palms are squidged so they're nice and tight. I'm not leaning back, I'm not slumping back, I'm lifting, but the tailbone is supported on the back of the chair, so I feel really anchored through my tummy. Shoulders back and down. We lift 1 and we push forward. 2 and forward. 3 and forward. 4. Great job. 5, 6, 7 and 8. Excellent. Now, arms out, both legs up. Bring them down. Ooh, good click through my knee. Arms out. And again, there was no pain through that click. Just felt really good to get that release through that joint. So guys, we've got an isolation through the shoulders now. Your palms are facing down. Give your hands a little wiggle. Give me a bit of a jazz hands if you fancy it. And we're doing a double leg extension. So again, working through the thighs, extending through the back of the hamstrings, through the back of the knee, down into your calves and into your Achilles. Yeah. 4 more. 3, 2 and 1. Beautiful. Let's put a few of these actions all together now into a semblance of a little bit of a routine to give you a bit of structure. Hopefully we're winning. So I'm scooting forward, as it's important to have that steady base with your feet on the floor and your hips on the chair. We're going to start with the marching. So we get the arms going first. Think about anchored through your tummy. There's no movement through the trunk of your body. Your shoulders are pumping. Yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, add the legs, arms and legs are marching. Great, opposite arms to leg, body stays lifted, shoulders back and down. Again, you find your own pace. Make sure that you feel good with the actions that you're doing, keeping both bum cheeks grounded, chin and chest lifted, looking across your space. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's lengthen, opposite arm to leg, opposite arm to leg. A slight rotation, so we're using our obliques, lifted through your chest. Great. Opening up through the upper back, squeeze. Great. 2 and 1. While we're here, opposite foot to arm, lift and down, lift and down, lift. Great, keep that going. Stretch, feel tall, shoulder stays back and down, abs stay anchored, and we're gently lifting that heel off the floor and the opposite arm over the top of our heads. Fantastic. 4, 3, 2 and 1. Let's go back to the squeeze. Feet and knees together. We squeeze the chest. We open the legs and the arms and present. Squeeze and present. Squeeze the knees together. Open by squeezing your bottom. Great. 4 more for me, guys. 4 and 3 and 2. Looks great. And last one. Fabulous. Arms up and forward. Up and forward. Up and forward. Nice. Great. 4 more. Lift. Big stretch. Lift. 2 and the legs lifting up and down, up and down. Yes, up and down, up and down. 4 more, guys. Lift. Beautiful work. 3, 2 and last one there. Super, super job. So thank you for joining me today on this Keep Essex Active YouTube seated mobilising session. I'm Lindsey Abbott from Shimmy and Groove Fitness in Chelmsford, and this was session 5 of 6. I look forward to seeing you again next time.